Good morning, class. As you know, my name is Miss Brown. Today we will be talking about inequalities. An inequality is a relationship that holds between two values when they are different. But before we get into that, let's look at the table. Here we have 4 items in 2 pairs. Can anyone tell me, when you look at the vase and the cup, which one is bigger and which one is smaller? Yes,
the vase is bigger than the cup.
Okay, very good. The vase is bigger than the cup. But can you tell me it in order and in a sentence?
The cup is smaller than the vase because the cup is smaller than the vase.
Very good. The cup is smaller than the vase. Very good. Now let's look at the teddy bear and the ball. Can anyone tell me which one is bigger? Yes?
The bear is bigger than the ball.
Very good. The bear is bigger than the ball. But when we're talking about mathematics and numbers, we don't use the words bigger than. Instead, we use greater than or less than. And if they're the same numbers, we use equal to. Okay? So let's go over our word wall. Equal means the same as. Greater, this sign means greater than. And this sign means less than. Let's move over here. I have a little poem that I use to remind myself which numbers, which sign faces which number. It says, Mr. Alligator is hungry for lunch. Find the biggest number and munch, munch. Can you say that with me? Mr. Alligator is hungry for lunch. Find the biggest number and munch, munch. So, which number is bigger?
10.
So, 10 is greater than, because the alligator is eating the 10, right? So, the 10 is greater than 4. So, let's look at some of these numbers here. What sign would you use for this one? 8 and 4. Which sign, which number is greater than?
I'll use the greater than sign to point to the 8 because the 8 is bigger than the 4.
Very good. Very good. So you'll use the greater than sign. And what about 2 and 7? Which sign would you use? Yes?
I would use the less than sign for the 2 and the greater than sign for the 7.
So, which direction would the sign face? Would you say, would it face this way? Greater than? Or would it face this way?
That way, that way.
This way. Because
it's eating the number 7.
yes, the alligator is eating the number 7. And remember, we always go to the bigger number. So the sentence would be 2 is less than 7. And what about this one? 10 and 10. What sign would you use? Would you use the equals to, greater than, or less than sign?
Equal to.
Equal to. Why would you use the equal to sign?
Because it's the same number and because they're both greater than and it's the same number, and when it's like 2 and 7, you're supposed to put the less than sign to the 7. Then when it's greater than, you put the greater than sign to the 8.
Very good. So for this one, we will use the equal signs because they are the same. The same number. Very good. So now I'm going to break you off in groups and we're going to work on some activities with less than, greater than, less than, equal to, and after that we're going to play a fun game on the smart board. Do you want to play on the smart board? Yes. Okay, so let's break off in groups. You know your groups.